with it, then it's time to stop. Got all these little niggas running around with no direction. You never gave them the game or taught them to sing. I needed to make that song. That right there, I'm gonna just keep it 100. I made that song specifically for the so-called big homies. And in particular, I was talking about, you know, where I come from, but that you can apply that to big homies from every organization or criminal organization that you could think of. That was a direct shot at them. On behalf of Akuno Senko for Bay, you know what I'm saying? Jay, where you at? We're trying to help our people elevate. Hope. H-O-P-E. We're giving them hope. We doing what we gotta do, you know. Every day, one step at a time, man. We gonna make it happen. Helping our people elevate. Yeah. Sometimes I practice focus, thought, and meditate. I'm trying to come with other ways to help our people elevate. And seeking knowledge make me levitate. The lifted mental state is what results from how we orchestrate. This for the family's sake. Let's self-reflect and self-evaluate. And every day, make sure the steps you take, you calculate. Receive a master's fate. I know I can't exist without the hate, but that's okay. I balance that with higher self today. Success is on this way, and after that, my flesh can pass away.
All right, family, we back with another one. I got, you know what I'm saying, my brother with me again. Y'all gonna see this brother. Y'all have seen him a few times, you know what I'm saying? So y'all know it's love when y'all see this brother. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it wouldn't be no community convo intro without this brother. You know what I'm saying? And as you see right here behind me, I want to make sure y'all see this. It's that Systematically Trapped album. Y'all, I always say people slept on this album, but you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let the brother, we're gonna talk about this album, and y'all gonna hear it from the man himself, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the world, man. It's Doobie 7, you know. Systematically Trapped, man. It's a heavy topic. Let's get to it.
Indeed. So let's talk about why you chose the name of the album, Systematically Trapped.
I mean, pretty much. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, hell, the way that we live in this society and the way everything is set up, I feel like they constructed everything to entrap our people. You get what I'm saying? And I think that just stood out to me, the word systematically trapped. And with all of the research that I've done, everything that I've uncovered, it went hand in hand with what I'm trying to, with the message that I'm trying to present.
Indeed. Let's talk about the day you dropped that album. The date, not the, we ain't got to the year.
February 7th, 2020.
Okay, right there. Why that day?
Well, I did that. I chose that day because that day holds significance with me. You know what I'm saying? My big bro, my brother from another, Sean Hatcher, also known as 4 years. That was his birthday. And, you know, I just did that to honor his name, his legacy, or in a sense. So I just did that in honor of my big bro.
Indeed.
It's 4 years.
Indeed, and like I say, man, that was a hot topic. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I feel like a lot of people slept on that. You know what I'm saying? I know when that album dropped, you know what I mean, you had to go do your bid and all that. You know what I'm saying? But
that's why I feel like that it didn't do what I intended it for it to do. You get what I'm saying? So like right after I dropped it, a couple months after that, I ended up having to go, you know, and get some shit out the way. I had to go sit down for a little second. So I didn't get to promote. I didn't get to do a lot of things that I know now that I should have been doing with releasing a project like that. So I kind of feel like it got swept up under the rug. And then, honestly, I kind of feel like it was too heavy. I did too much at one time. I put too much on. You know, there was too much information. And I don't think that everybody was ready to receive it like that. You know, because it's really heavy. I still listen to it today, and I feel there's some emotions there when I hear certain songs.
Yeah, you know, and that's why, you know, I want to get into it. And so for those who are watching, we're gonna do a little review. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna do the whole album, but we're gonna drop a couple, you know what I mean, couple little tracks here and there, you know what I mean? Let y'all hear the brother, you know what I'm saying, his versatility and get a view of his album Systematically Trapped, you know what I'm saying? And so you ready to present it to the people, my brother?
Let's get into it, man. I don't even know what's coming first or the order, but we just gonna get right to it and keep it organic and authentic.
All right, let's jump straight into it, man. Let's get to it. This is the introduction, you know what I'm saying, from the Systematically Trapped album. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we're gonna give them a little sneak peek. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Let's go into it a little bit. I'm gonna start by right here.
Game on top of game. In these days and times, man, we gotta be thinking about transition. Open up your mind. Switching it up. Yeah. The rap game ain't what it used to be. Cause all these cats can talk about is murder on the diss track over a stupid beef. This type of situation's new to me. Cause I was taught that real killers move in silence, stop abusing beats. And you should be responsible for what you're speaking up and be a role model for the children. They look up to us.
Now pause, goddammit, pause right there. Just everything you said right there. If they ain't catch the message. Well, man, you said a lot in just that little small part right there.
Yeah, that's deep, man. Cause I feel like it's a lot of artists that's in positions to where a lot of the youngsters, a lot of the youth is looking up to and they admiring a lot of the content, a lot of the things that people speaking on. And so that was my way of trying to, get people to, be more responsible for the shit that they speaking and saying, because it's not, it's a lot of youngsters that's idolizing the stuff that some of us is talking about. So in a sense, we gotta hold ourselves responsible. Somebody go, do some stuff that damage their life or the next person's life. We gotta take some responsibility in that, in a sense. People are able to make their own decisions, but I feel like a lot of the music is guiding some of these youngsters. Indeed. So in that song, that's why I didn't use no profanity in that song. I didn't even say the N word. Like it was just, and to be honest, I really was talking to myself. You get what I'm saying? Because I've been a part of the problem. A lot of people know a lot of my past music that I created in the past. It wasn't always, the best message.
So that was like an accountability, one of those accountability songs.
Yeah, exactly. So not just for other artists, but for myself included. You get what I'm saying? So, and that's why it was a particular lyric in there. I said something about quit taking pictures, throwing up a set. You know what I'm saying? And Willie Lynch will crack a smile to see his plan is full effect. That line right there was for myself, because at that time when I wrote it, every picture you seen, I was like throwing up gang signs, and I wasn't carrying myself in the manner of what the message is projecting. So I was kind of speaking it into existence.
Indeed. So let's let them hear a little bit more of that, and then we're gonna go into the next one. You know what I'm saying? Because I got more questions. So
that's peace.
We similar to territorial animals out here feeding off each other like cannibals. How exactly can you say you a man if you gotta hide behind a loaded weapon? Ain't did a single thing for the community you reppin'. Misguided by your older homies' lessons. So what you lacking is the true respect to even own the Smith & Wesson.
Pause. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
That whole bar, so what was on your mind when you put that together?
Once again, man, it's just a lot of us, when we get involved in this street shit, man, we looking up, we idolizing what we think is 100% of everything that comes with it, but we not getting told, like, one of these days you're gonna end up putting your freedom at risk as well as your life at risk, and you're gonna break a lot of hearts as far as your mother, your siblings, family, and stuff like that. So that's pretty much what I was trying to get out. Like, man, we misguided. The shit that we thinking is all peaches and cream. It's not. And this ain't a lifestyle that people should be glorifying. That's pretty much the message that I was presenting.
All right, indeed. So let's check the playlist. I'm gonna check the playlist. I want to get into the next track. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what the next song is. All right, so yeah, the next song is based on the album. You know what I'm saying? So make sure
when you go up.
Yeah, make sure we don't get none of that on there. All right, so before I play the next song, well, you already talked about the album, so I might as well just play the next song. Let me see.
You talking about the self-titled song, Systematically Trap, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Oh, I'm tripping this music.
Yeah. As I reflect on living life as a slave, the crackers did the best they could to try to wipe us away. Been over 500 years, still don't like us today. Destroyed our historical records, then they blinded our face. Gave us a version of the truth, our kids learned it today. So mislead us to the history teachers, all I can say. Fuck us up, break my ranks and keep replying to the facts. Yeah, it's systematically tracked.
All right, let's talk about the hook. What inspired the hook?
I mean, honestly, it was a lot of information that I was learning about while we were going to the library, having our group sessions or Morris meetings or whatever you want to title it as.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to incorporate a lot of the stuff that I was learning, building with you and the other Morris brothers and sisters into the music. You get what I'm saying?
Indeed.
To try to escape from what I was previously accustomed to talking about. Just trying to change the narrative a little bit, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it make a lot of sense.
And so that's why I talked about as far as the slavery and just everything that was going on, like just reflecting on what our people done been through and the position that we in.
And see, I'm sitting there looking at the playlist while I'm listening to you, and it's like you got a lot of hooks. I mean, your verses is on this album. I'm talking about this album in particular.
Mm-hmm.
Your verses is cold, but your hooks, like, everything is a message. So I really don't even know how to word this, but it's like the song I want to play next. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like me and you done built, so I know that you know the knowledge. So it's like in my mind, I'm seeing the Willie Lynch syndrome that our people say. You know what I'm saying? And
most definitely.
This next one is Stop Playing.
Oh yeah, that one right there. I needed to make that song. That right there, I'm gonna just keep it 100. I made that song specifically for the so-called big homies. And in particular, I was talking about, where I come from, but that you can apply that to big homies from every organization or criminal organization that you could think of. That was a direct shot at them. I feel like I hold them responsible and accountable for, the misguidance. Mm-hmm. I was misguided by them niggas. You get what I'm saying? And that's why I made that song.
We all
right there. And I don't know, it went over a lot of people's head because only a few people actually called me to figure out what I was talking about.
Yeah.
So,
right, so
a lot of people, they was just listening to the beat and they really wasn't processing what I was saying.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna jump into that one. You know what I'm saying? Let's get them a sneak peek of this Stop Playing.
He trying to figure out a way to get his bread up. In the rush, flicking off another cigarette, but he's strapped up. Now that nigga in his own lane. On the phone, calling up somebody for some cocaine. Ain't even got enough money to transact with him. Whole time tickets, Lil Brody on the Lil Jack missing. Everybody calling him up, they heard of a pack missing.
Now I'm sure, and I'm gonna let it keep playing, but I'm sure when they heard that, like you say, people was calling you trying to figure out what was going on. There was a story. And I'm sure that wasn't in nobody in particular, but...
There wasn't nobody in particular. It actually was a fictional story, but it was just a real life situation. It was shit that I'm used to seeing growing up. I've been the person that I was describing.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And that's all on the big homies. So I got to hold the big homies accountable for that once again.
Yeah, because we see the cause and effect.
Cause and effect, and they definitely are the cause, and we all see it in effects right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So,
I
want to get to the hook though. Let me, like I said, I ain't trying to get copyrighted. You know what I'm saying?
You felt the feeling with wisdom. It goes like a way. How the fuck is you niggas G's? Stop playing. Y'all the reason this little niggas from the black land. You say you represent the tree and you the top branch. The little homies, the future, they got the black stamp. You living in the background trying to call a shot. If you ain't hands on with it, then it's time to stop. Got all these little niggas running around with no direction. You never gave them the game or taught them to sing.
All right, so like you said, you know what I'm saying, you experienced that, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's pretty much self-explanatory. You know what I'm saying?
Self-explanatory, man. Like, that's pretty much telling these, just to summarize it, telling these old niggas stop playing. Y'all niggas is sitting in the backgrounds, sending these little niggas to do shit that y'all probably ain't even got the heart to go do. You get what I'm saying? And y'all know better than to put your own life in jeopardy to do that. I feel like it's wrong to have the youngsters, somebody that doesn't have the level of education that you may have, somebody that don't have knowledge of the game that you have. It's wrong to manipulate these little niggas and send them out to do something like that. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
And I can say that because I was once the little nigga that they was sending to do shit. So it's time to clean it up.
At the same time, we can say we've sent the little homies to, we were them same older cats sending our younger homies to do the same stuff.
Yeah. So I can't, I'm thinking the way that I'm thinking now, but there was once upon a time where I was a part of the problem, and I have misguided, a few people's minds, and I done directed people in the wrong direction. But with that being said, I done made every possible attempt to try to turn that around. You get what I'm saying? I done tried to pull people back into reality and get them out of that fantasy. Because that's all it is fantasy, man. Ain't nothing about that real.
Facts, though. All right, so what's next on the lineup? Let's talk about that searching for the truth. I want to let them hear a little sneak peek. You know what I'm saying? Then we're going to talk about it.
Okay.
This short. Make sure they don't get me with that. All right, let me take it back. Cause I be feeling like they gotta hear it word for word sometimes.
Yeah. And that song is dope though. That's one of my favorites on that. That's one of my favorites on there.
Indeed, yeah. It's one of my top, yeah.
My intelligence. As I reflect, I was forced to sit through discussions and teachers that were irrelevant. I'm much closer to Mexicans. They taught my people they shipped us out from the coast of Africa, but I'm American. Respect my native heritage. And I say fuck the government. They hit the fact that John Hanson was the president.
All right, so
hey, that would always give me a boost of energy, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the title say it, you know what I'm saying? But let the people know, you know what I mean, searching for the truth. So, I mean, what was behind that?
I mean, once again, it goes back to the discussions we was having at the library when we was meeting up on a weekly basis. You get what I'm saying? In school, we taught that, a lot of our people were brought to this continent via the Atlantic slave trade, and through which a part of that is, somewhat true, but my research showed me that a lot of our people, we've been on this rock before the Atlantic slave trade. You get what I'm saying? And like, prime example, the average so-called black person, they ask the elders, they label us African American, but when they ask the elders in their family, like, hey, mom, where do we come from? Or grandma, where do we come from? They're going to tell you what native tribe you come from. They're going to say, oh, well, you got Cherokee and you Creek and you
Blackfoot.
If we come from over there, how is it that there's so many of our brothers and sisters that, you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm Creek, Muskogee. How is that?
Why can't they send us back over there if that's where we from? If they tell you, I mean, if foreigners come over here and commit those crimes where they send them back to their country, then exile us from America and all of those, why they can't exile us from here?
And then in another sense, the term African American is incorrect. That's two different continents.
Jesse Jackson, you know what I'm saying? He gave us that label, African American.
And then, like, they call us that, but if you take somebody that's from Africa and you call them African, they're gonna get offended and they're gonna tell you what their nationality is. They're gonna say, hey, I'm Nigerian or I'm Libyan. They're gonna tell you what their nationality is, because that's gonna tell you what portion of that rock that they descend from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that has sacred meaning to them. They don't, once you strip them away from that, like, that's a form of disrespect.
All right, so let's get back into the searching for the truth.
attend those churches. I can't get around the fact that richer than my sister's purchase. Got us on the floor, begging like my people worthless. If you can barely understand it, why you praise and worship? All the false information and manipulation make a nigga trip on how they twist it up. I am the case, got the future for the kids looking devastated. Stay crooked ass motherfuckers got my people facing a lifetime full of trials and the tribulations, and we living in denial. Got the game mistaken. Now I'm searching for the truth. I'm exercising patience.
All right, so you know I gotta go to the next one. You know what I'm saying? On my mama, it do. On my mama, that shit hot. That shit hot like fish grease. But you know what I'm saying? Talk about the hook. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the hook is once again. I gotta keep taking it back to them group sessions at the library, man. Cause y'all, I really appreciate you, brother Kun, on some real shit. You really changed my life. Before you came into my life, my path or whatever, it was a lot that I'm educated and I'm hipped on now that I didn't know. I was unaware. You get what I'm saying? And I appreciate you for that, because it's real shit you brought me into the light.
No, so 100, I appreciate you, bro, because, I mean, you didn't show me a lot of information, you know what I'm saying, turn me on the information. Like I said, it wouldn't be this platform. I mean, I wasn't that intro, and I'm still waiting on the other intro, you know what I'm saying, for the podcast, but I ain't rushing you. I know you know what I'm saying.
I was just talking about that earlier. Trust me, it ain't left my thought.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying, I appreciate you, bro, you know what I'm saying, humbly. That's what the brother, in my last recording earlier today, I did, you know, he was saying the same thing, bro, and I appreciate everybody, you know what I'm saying, because it's work, bro, and
you are an important figure, man, and this platform is something that the people needed. Like, this is long overdue, man, and I salute you for this.
Like I say, bro, I appreciate it, bro. I'm humble. I'm thankful. You know what I'm saying? I tilt my turban to you. You know what I'm saying? Let's get right back into it for the folks, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep that hot fire going. You know what I'm saying? They bobbing their head to it when they hear it. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta skip up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So now let's go to the next one. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna, you know what I'm saying? Free Marciano. You know what I'm saying? Free Mark. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, free Mark, man.
I used to spend
Not gonna cry.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you already know where I'm going with that.
This is a song that we dedicated to our mothers. Like,
go ahead, I'm listening. You know what I'm saying?
It was just a song that I did. Like, it's really the only song that I've ever did where that was kind of dedicated. I need to do more like that, but you know, my mama, that's my best friend. That's my everything. I talk to her multiple times every day about everything. I don't lie to her about anything. It might be something I might keep concealed, but if she asks me, I'm gonna tell her the truth, regardless on the outcome. You know, that's my rock right there.
Yeah, man. Nah, indeed, we only get one. You know what I'm saying, and cherish her, man, because shit, mine gone. So, you know what I'm saying. Shout out to mom. You know what I mean. Shout out to T. Jones. Shout out to the lady who made you. You know what I'm saying, because you finna take off on this music shit, bro. You know what I'm saying. We ain't gonna tell them what you got. What I'm saying right now. But we gonna jump into that a little later. But you know what I'm saying. Let's get into this heat, bro. Like I keep saying. All right. So what's next on my list? All right. Yeah, I said not gonna cry. Let's. Oh yeah, we got to also shout out to 30. You know what I'm saying? Because he did give you a shout out. You know what I'm saying in the interview.
Oh yeah, shout out to Young 30, man. Like he always been a motivational figure in my life too, man. I always looked up to him on some real shit. So shout out to Young 30, man. I actually gave him a shout out on multiples, like so many different projects and tracks and shit like that. So he know what time it is, man. Shout out to the whole deep end.
Indeed. All right, let's get into it.
As I reflect on the game, I meditate, try to cope with the pain. From being broke, my whole life was the same. Mama, the queen of my life. I watched the struggle, didn't know what to do. I was confused because I was still in my youth, and I'm realizing the truth. I strayed away from all the teachers in love. I was rapping, trying to get quoted, looking up to the thugs, selling drugs with the homies.
See, I be wanting to let that shit play, but I don't want them to be like copyright.
Yeah, copyright. I know. And then they got that sample in there too. So
yeah. But that shit fire, bro.
Didn't get that cleared at all.
Yeah, that shit fire, bro. You know what I'm saying? They sleeping, bro. And I said we was gonna do 4, but I want to do one more, and then we're gonna go into you know what I'm saying, that one we was talking about. Like I say, this one here, when I first heard this one, I didn't know you could rap like this. You know what I'm
If
saying?
Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, you already know where I'm going with that one. So.
I can do. I ain't finna do my own. I'm capable of even more than that, though. To be honest, that was just. I've been growing and developing since then, so I'm kind of getting better.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? That one right there was, yeah. But all right, let's get into that one. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to A Dizzle. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, shout out to A Dizzle, go hard, man. Hey, that's. I'm gonna say this. That's the only person that I ever wrote with, to where when we working on the track, he'll actually pull out a dictionary and a thesaurus.
Yeah.
Like, I don't roll with a lot of people, but he the only person that do that. So
gonna pull out that knowledge. Yeah, he versatile with it. He gonna pull out them words.
You know what I'm saying? He's gonna pull out the words, and then he's gonna look for synonyms so he can say different shit, and you know what I mean? So yeah.
All right, let's go into it.
Game, I can even tell you why they break. Looking at the TV,
hold on. They gotta hear you. They gotta hear it. They gotta hear you start off. Hold on.
Yeah. All this rage that I feel make a nigga wanna kill. Cause they racist, I hate this is not a game. I can't even tell you why they break us. Looking at the TV, they try to disgrace us. Damn, all these niggas listen like cold. Skinny jeans, all these niggas wear tight clothes. All they players the same shit on the radio. I ask the DJ, they play mine, she said no, why? When I know I'm the hardest, I'm not retarded, they mission is deeper behind.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm finna say it. You know what I'm saying? Damn, man, ain't get well. They heard it. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But you humble enough to say, you know what I'm saying? You want to put yourself up there, but fuck it. I ain't heard nobody else talk to spit like that or some shit like that. Every song I just played, ain't nobody in the town talking about none of what you talking about, none of the album, none of this album.
I ain't gonna say this, but I'm limited to that because I ain't in competition with nobody. I'm in competition with myself at the end of the day. I'm trying to get better than I was yesterday, today. But it ain't too many people that's fucking with me on this lyrical shit. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, I'm a second that. Ain't. Damn, where is it? I know what I'm looking for.
I don't care what cadence we talking about, what beat, or whatever we talking about. You line up whoever you want to line up. We put us on the same beat. I guarantee you they're gonna favor it. And I'm being humble as I can. But like you said, sometimes that humble shit only get you so far, man. I mean, people know. They ain't gonna say it, they ain't gonna click, but they know, man.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the lady, you know what I'm saying, behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? But if they heard that track that y'all got, you know what I'm saying, I got to hear a sneak peek. I don't know if I'm supposed to say nothing, but
it's coming.
That shit fire too, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I know you versatile with it, you know what I'm saying?
It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming. That's actually gonna be the biggest song of all catalog right there.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like they sleeping, they better pay attention. When they be making whoever it is making them old top whatever's in Tulsa, y'all ain't heard this brother. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't
I don't pay attention to all of that though. Them little lists that they be coming out with, them be like that's that favoritism shit, man. I don't let that discourage me. I don't get caught up in all of that. I'm just staying working, bro. Staying consistent, stay doing what I'm doing, and eventually this shit is gonna pick up and get some traction, more traction than what it got now. And until then, I'm gonna keep working and doing what I'm doing, bro.
All right, so
I can't let none of that, other people's opinions and all of that, I can't let none of that hold me back. And I damn sure ain't feel to let people put me in a box. So if that's who they feel like the top people are, then that's cool with that. Shout out to them. That just means I got more work to do and I'm gonna keep doing it.
Yeah, because your shit, you definitely elevating. You know what I'm saying? And you helping our people elevate, you know what I'm saying? And you elevating at the same time. So shout out to you, like I said.
Shout out to the people, man. That's all we doing this for, trying to help our people elevate as well as I'm helping myself. But I'm helping myself in hopes that other people will see it, you know what I'm saying, and see where I came from. They know my story, the things I used to indulge in and involve myself in. Mm-hmm. And if I can change and be the man I am today, then anybody can. So at the end of the day, that's all I'm doing it for.
Indeed. All right. So,
not saying that everything is going to be positive now, you know what I mean? That's one side of me. You get what I'm saying? Now there is other sides, and you know, I'm gonna speak my mind, and you know, it's gonna come out. The shit that's on my mind is gonna come out in the music. But for the most part, I do have a powerful message, and I hope people take heed to the lyrics and what I'm trying to say.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. All right, we're gonna play this last one. You know what I'm saying? Then we're gonna talk about what you got going on right now. You know what I'm saying? If you whatever you working on, you know what I'm saying. If you want to get the people, you know what I'm saying, some heads up what to look for, what you got out already. You know what I'm saying, etc. We're gonna go into that. But
Okay.
the next one is, you know what I'm saying, that fairy tale. You know what I'm saying. This one here.
Yeah, this is actually the first song. This was the first song that I ever did with a conscious type feel to it. This was the beginning, right? This song. This was the first song. Every song before this, it was no jewels and gems in it. It was all bullshit. This
So
was the
fairy
first
tale was
solid song that
that
I
was
made.
the one. That was the one.
I was finding myself. You can hear in the lyrics that I was trying to find who I am.
All right, let's.
Yeah.
And
I
shout out
seem
to
like a demon
OTSJ
when I'm seeing
Huncho. He recorded
it.
he recorded this for me too. Shout out to
Oh,
OTSJ Huncho. He recorded it for me. I went to Soul Ray Studio and he was the engineer for me that day. So shout out to him.
indeed.
Even though I seem like a demon when I'm seen at night, the pressure that I'm under got me praying at the preacher right. Never seen the light, so it's dark, get my vision blur. Wonder would I even recognize if the pic was clear? What if I believe that's the sun and he sent him here? Guess since I don't, I'm a burn for eternal years. Got no understanding of the book till they make it clear.
I'm gonna pause it just because I want that. I want them to hear that breakdown, but I don't want to get copyrighted again and again. So let's talk about this one again. All right, so just that right there. The whole, like you say, this was when you first came into the information. This is when you first, you know what I'm saying, started building and studying and all that. And so,
Well, actually, this particular song was before we even started building.
okay,
This was just me. I don't know where I was at that time, bro. I was just trying to find myself, my place in this world, my purpose. I didn't know who I was. One thing that I knew, that I wasn't no Christian. I didn't want to identify as no Christian. You get what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
And so, and I had a lot of questions then, you know, don't just because I didn't identify as no Christian, I was doing extensive research and reading for as biblical reading. It was just a lot of stuff in the books that I didn't agree with,
Mm-hmm.
that I didn't understand, and stuff that I just felt like was flat out lies, to be honest. It
Yeah,
just wasn't realistic. So I just didn't feel like I was supposed to put all of my faith, trust, and all of my energy into this man that I don't even. Y'all can't even tell me what the man accurate description of what the man looked like. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Where's his
yeah.
grave site at? Where was he buried? Like where? You know what I mean?
There's
So
too
I just
many
felt
questions.
like
Yeah,
there's too much unanswered questions. So to me, that say that it's bullshit.
I dig that. All right, let's jump into it. Let's get back to it. All right.
Flip, put up everything, playing broke and won't spend a cent. Just to pay the rent, take a penitentiary chance. Turn up like a ball, color folks, make the perfect plan. Separate us up and divide us so we can't stand. Who willing to fight to the death for the upper hand?
Yeah.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Like, who willing to stand up and fight? You know what I'm saying? So that right there was a message. You know what I'm saying? Who willing to stand up against the system? You know what I'm saying? So where was your head at when you was writing this?
Man, like I say, I was in a confused state when I wrote that shit, man. Like after that, like when you came in and we started building, that kind of eliminated a lot of confusion. But right there, I didn't have a lot of answers to the questions that I was presenting and shit like that off in there. I really didn't know too much of nothing. I didn't know what I was. I just knew what I wasn't.
Right.
You know what I mean? I wasn't a nigga that finna just bow down and lay on the floor and beg to some invisible shit that I don't even have a clear understanding of. So,
All right, let's jump into it.
I'm so fed up with the man, fuck Willie Lynch and the clan. I'm resurrecting the Panther, starting with Huey P. Let's make the streets a little rough since the crackers playing tough. Stack your ammunition up, we about to run them up. They get to smoking that meth, thinking they Superman. Plus you can't believe half of the shit they be saying. Tell me what the fuck is religion? I never paid attention. That's a fairy tale that the pale white man teach.
Yeah, man, that shit real. That shit real.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like, have they
It's
told
crazy
you?
because I ain't did this. I ain't went back and like, I really haven't been going back and listening to that, but it's bringing back a lot of memories on where I was mentally.
Like, let's talk about. I mean, so where were you mentally?
I mean, like I say, it was a big state of confusion, man. But that was the beginning of my journey, man. That was the beginning of my journey, bro. That it actually enabled me to create a lot of good songs, just with the information and stuff like that. Cause like I said, I was incorporating everything that I was learning. I was finding ways to incorporate that into the music, and I'm gonna continue to do that. It's just I gotta change the way that I did it. I feel like that was too heavy. I did too much at one time. It's 19 fire songs, don't get me wrong, but that was heavy topics to have all on the same project all at once. And I'm presenting it to a bunch of people who are uneducated, that's not necessarily, willing to do the research that I did that enabled me to create that. So I got to take that into consideration when I'm creating moving forward. You get what I'm saying? I got to think about the listener because it ain't just about me. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a difference. I'm trying to reach myself, but I'm trying to get the message to other people. So I got to find a way to deliver them the message to where they won't get bored with it. Because that's what I felt like they got bored with that, with Systematically Trapped. It was just too heavy.
Shit, I ain't get bored with that. That's one of those albums, as far as locally, you can play that in 5 years from now and it still relate. 10 years from now and it still relate. 20 years from now, if we don't change our situation, it's going to still relate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're talking about, again, like, for example, we ain't ready to see a black president, Tupac, you know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff he was talking about way back then.
I still slap Tupac to this day, especially that, that came out after he was passed, but that Still I Rise album,
yeah,
Tupac and the Outlaws. Yeah, definitely.
That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of his music back then, we see it in today's times. You know what I'm saying? And so that album is one of those albums where if we don't fix our situation as a people, as a nation, as the ancient indigenous ones, then that album is gonna be an album that's gonna be still in effect for our children and our children's children.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But let me play a little bit more of this, and then we're gonna talk about what you got going on presently.
False hope crackers can't be trusted. They want us out on the floor begging for mercy. Trying to keep it all good in the hood, but they laugh when we start like they proud to be making it hard. Middle fingers aimed at a fucked up race. Oklahoma is a real fucked up state. I'm so fed up with the man, fuck Willie Lynch and the clan. I'm resurrecting the Panthers.
All right, let's talk about Oklahoma history, because you that didn't come from nowhere, so you had to feel that. You know what I'm saying? That you felt that for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So what made you express yourself like that?
I mean, for one, at the time I wrote that, when I said Oklahoma was a real fucked up state, I believe Mary Fallon was the governor at that time. Yeah. And excuse my French, fuck that bitch. Excuse my French, but yeah, Oklahoma was fucked up, bro. As far as politics, streets, the school system, everything. Everything was just all the way fucked up, bro, and it still is. Kevin still ain't making it no better. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, man. Yeah, fuck her. Fuck Stitch. Fuck Biden. I mean, not Biden. Bynum. All of them.
I just heard that he's dropping out. He dropped out of the race or whatever.
Yeah, I seen that a couple hours ago. Yeah, and bro, I think all that's a skit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole shooting, and then all of a sudden, dude get COVID, and now he back out, and they got old girl talking about she finna run, knowing they ain't finna put her in there.
Like this is where people need to keep their eyes peeled and because it's something that they trying to distract us from. That's just my opinion. I don't have no facts or nothing to back that up. That's just some conspiracy shit. So, listen with an open mind, but don't just. That's just me personally. I feel like we need to keep our eyes peeled.
That Project 2025 shit they been talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like people not gonna get paid overtime. They gonna take the free lunches out the school systems. It was some other stuff I was looking into, but pretty much they're trying to bring back not the shackles and chains, but that form of, you know what I'm saying? Even though it never left, but they trying to bring it back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She all in the back. Yeah, hold on. She want to be singing. But yeah, man, let's talk about what you got going on right now. You know what I'm saying? Are you working on anything currently? You know, let's talk about, before we go into that, let's talk about the last two projects. You know what I'm saying? Reflection, and Lost Inside My Brain.
Lost Inside My Brain, reflecting. I mean, reflecting, that was pretty much I was talking about a battle that I was having within my own mind, and trying to defeat that and overcome that, which I feel like I'm in the process of doing that. Lost Inside My Brain, I feel like that was like a continuance of reflecting. You know what I'm saying? That was at the time when I wrote that, I mean, the song just came out, but I actually wrote that song like a little bit over a year ago. And it was, I don't know, it wasn't really nothing too critical that was going on in my life. Everything was really all in my mind. That's why I titled it Lost Inside My Brain. I mean, I was just venting, really. That song, really, I didn't make that like I was just venting, getting shit off my chest. I really can't explain that song.
Do you
It's really a personal song. It's dope as fuck though, and it's real. I don't know why I chose to release that one, but I'm glad I did.
you have anybody that you can talk about that you may be working with on anything in the current projects?
I mean, right now, I'm trying to, not to just get too personal, but I'm trying to get my financial situation right. But I do have a couple of projects that I'm planning on releasing here soon. But right now, I'm kind of just focusing on getting my.
Oh, I see you got some merch. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about the merch. Let's go ahead and get that on there. You know what I'm saying? I seen you got.
Yeah, if anybody is trying to support or find ways, like I got a message earlier, somebody was asking how they could support. I'm trying to sell the shirts. So I mean, if anybody is willing to support that, they can reach out, send the cash app. I done actually posted it on Facebook, so they can reach out to you, reach out to however they want to reach out, man. They can get the word out, and I'll try to get it right to them. It'll be just like Amazon. You know what I'm saying? If you can send your bread to Amazon and wait that week for it to get, I feel like people could support me and do the same thing. So whoever's willing to, just tap in and
Yeah, man. Make sure y'all
up that $30. I'll send you something where you can drop in a link whenever you post a video or something.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, make sure y'all cop some merch, man, for real.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you know what I'm saying. Before we go, man, shout outs. You know what I'm saying. Yeah, give all them shout outs. You know what I'm saying. What you?
Man, shout out to. I ain't gonna just specify because I feel like I did every time I did that and every one, so I ain't gonna do that this time, man. But shout out to everybody that believe in me. Anybody that's on my team that's being helpful. Anybody that's supporting me in any kind of way. Shout out to everybody. Like I say every day, shout out to the world, man. That should pretty much summarize it right there.
Indeed.
All the viewers, everybody that's listening, I've been getting a lot of messages, encouraging messages from people that I'm not necessarily connected to. So that's very motivational right there, and I appreciate that. So shout out to everybody that's paying attention. Shout out to anybody that click like or share the link. Shout out to everybody that's following and supporting.
Indeed, and my last question is, if they want to, you know what I'm saying, after hearing that, I know they're gonna want to drop something with you. Somebody got to work with. You know what I mean? They're gonna want to work with you. You know what I'm saying? So if they want to work,
I mean, I'm willing to work with anybody, but I mean, it's a lot done changed since I did that first interview, and just know, as long as somebody can respect my time and respect, my art, my craft, and everything that I'm trying to do, and just know that this shit I'm not doing it for free. I'm actually trying to make a living. So if we can get the business side, you know, situated and squared away, I'm willing to work with pretty much anybody. You get what I'm saying?
Indeed.
But you know, my time is not free.
All right,
So
and so outside of, you know what I'm saying, hollering at me, like what social medias can they reach you on?
I mean, Doobie7 pretty much will cover everything, man. Doobie7 on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and once again, I'm give it to where you can attach the links, you know, to kind of funnel people towards my platforms or whatever. But that's pretty much it right there.
Yeah, so the links will be in the description there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and also you know what I mean, you got the YouTube channel. I know you, and not to be, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying, personal.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
go ahead and put that
I
on
would
there.
appreciate if people would subscribe. Right now, I'm only at 30 subscribers. You get what I'm saying? So shout out to those people who have actually followed me. But it would only take 5 seconds out of your time to go at Doobie7 on YouTube and just click subscribe. 5 to 7 seconds of your time. Something simple to do, and it will be gladly appreciated.
Indeed, man. Help run them numbers up. You know what I'm saying? Because the brother got y'all just heard it, man. The brother got fire content. You know what I'm saying?
And there's
And
more to come, man. I get better every time I do it, man. So
yeah,
it's coming, man. Just stay tuned, stay
and
following,
they
stay
ain't even heard
supporting.
it.
It's
Yeah,
coming,
they
man.
ain't even heard it.
I'm working on new shit, man. I'm working on new shit. So
Indeed, bro. Well, I appreciate you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I look forward to getting with you again. And then when we get that podcast thing going, they gonna hear that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I look forward to building with you some more, bro, in the future.
once again, bro, thank you. Thank you for everything you're doing for the youth, for the people. The helping our people elevate platforms like one of the best things that happened in Oklahoma. And I'm speaking for everybody when I say that I'm thankful for it and I'm looking forward to the content that you be dropping in the future.
I appreciate you, bro. So we're gonna see you again. They gonna see you a few more times on this motherfucker. I
Oh
ain't
yeah,
gonna
man. It said, man, we got an infinite amount of work to do, man.
yeah,
This
you
ain't
know what I'm
never
saying?
stop, man. So
And I'm trying to get Slap back on here. I ain't gonna lie to you, but that's for a whole other future. And you know what I'm saying? A whole other conversation. But we're gonna catch you on the next one, bro. Peace and love, bro.
all right, peace and love, salam.
Salam, bro.